everybody, Tyrone the God 3 here, and welcome to the Dragon Ball Z special reviews. And we are back here, and we are going to be reviewing the Dragon Ball Z special, Yo, Goku and His Friends Return, a special that was made in 2008. This special is definitely, how can I put this? It's fun. It's fun. That's mostly what I can say. Let's just get into the timeline placement and then the plot summary. This takes place exactly 2 years in the main timeline after the defeat of Majin Buu. They literally say that in the beginning. One thing that's fun to note here is that when this special starts, they open it with the regular Cha-La-La opening. However, this time, instead of the usual Dragon Ball Z animations for the opening, they do the same animations, only this time they incorporate some new things to adjust to like the defeat of Majin Buu and everything that's happened so far. So instead of like Kid Gohan running around on the mountains and everything, it's Goten and Kid Trunks, and I think that's a really nice touch. And Vegeta's like flying Kid Trunks around the sky while Goku's flying Goten with the Nimbus. Yeah, so I really like that attention to detail for this special opening. There's also another thing to mention here. Tien showed to be on the cover here, but I'm guessing they made the cover way before they plan on making the special, because Tien, I think, is nowhere to be seen in this entire special. In fact, I think he only makes like a small little cameo appearance, I think, and he doesn't say anything. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section, but I believe one of two things. One, he doesn't show up at all, or two, he only makes a cameo. And now you're wondering why. Tien's a very iconic character. The reason for that is because the Japanese voice actor for Tien unfortunately passed away. May he rest in peace. They have a new voice actor for Tien in Japan because, you know, he shows up in Battle of Gods. But as far as we can see here, he is on the cover, but I think he only makes a cameo in the special. Also, it's fun to note that pretty much everybody's here from the Dragon Ball Z cast. Like, basically everybody is here, and that's a nice way to show off, you know, yo, everybody's coming back for this fun time. But let's get started with that good old plot summary. The special begins with basically Goku's working in the field. And why is he working in the field? I don't know. Even Goku's questioning it. He's like, Hercule gives us money. Why are we still working in the field? And Chi-Chi explains that in order to, like, earn an honest dollar or something, like, she wants him to know the value of work. She wants him to be more like a person. So because of that, Goku, you know, is tilling the fields with radishes. Kind of funny considering his brother's name is based off of them. But once that goes down, Gohan is at home, and Videl Skypes Gohan. And basically what their conversation is about is the fact that Hercule is starting up building this giant hotel to celebrate the defeat of Majin Buu that he wants to share with everybody who helped defeat Majin Buu. So, aka the Z Warriors. So because of this, Gohan ends up getting the whole family together the night of and asks them, hey, do you guys want to go to Hercule's hotel in order to, you know, have fun at the party? At first, Goku doesn't really feel it, because he feels like he wants to train instead and he doesn't want to waste time. But then Gohan pulls a fast one and persuades him by saying that there'll be a giant banquet. Goku accepts, and the entire family heads off to the party the next morning. Because of this, Goku and the others meet up with the rest of the Z Warriors who were invited to the party, and Piccolo is on top of the ship, and I thought that was kind of funny. So they all blast off and head off to the new hotel. Once they make it to the hotel, basically everybody's there. Even King Kai and Bubbles and Supreme Kai and Elder Kai are there. Not sure how or why, but they're there, and they're all at the party. I think even Launch is here for, oddly enough. She's in her normal form and not her angry sneezed form. But basically while they're there, Goku and Vegeta end up having a little bit of a rivalry and that happens throughout this entire special, actually. It's like Goku and Vegeta have this big rivalry going on with each other where they try to one-up each other. And I think it's pretty funny considering that Vegeta and Goku's rivalry is definitely a concrete thing in the series, but it's never this obnoxious. And it's not even obnoxious in a bad way. It's obnoxious in a, it's really funny that they're showing this off way. Anyway, Once all of that once they all end up making it to the area, they're all about to eat and they're prepared. However, two Saiyan space pods end up showing up on planet Earth and crashing into things. Piccolo's the first to notice this, and then everybody else goes to beckon the call of whatever made the noise. Once we see the two space pods open up, we see that a Saiyan has come out and some unidentified alien has also come out. Once the Z Warriors go check out to see what's going on, Vegeta is the first one to notice exactly who the Saiyan is. This is where we get introduced to Vegeta's younger brother, Tarbo. You see what they did there? Vegeta, Tarbo. Vegetable. Yeah, it's a joke. Anyway, Tarbo comes out and says that he needs Vegeta's help in order to defeat these two villains that are former Frieza soldiers that still decided to cause havoc after Frieza had been destroyed. Now, Vegeta reveals that the only reason that they haven't seen Tarbo up to this point is because King Vegeta sent Tarbo away to a faraway planet because Tarbo, couldn't fight. His power level's really low. So, because of that, Vegeta agrees to help Tarbo with his problem, but Goku beckons the call of the challenge and decides to want to participate in the fight as well. A lot of the other Z Warriors want to participate in this fight as well, and hell, even Master Roshi says that he wants to fight, comically enough. And Vegeta is getting mad because he feels like this is his problem to deal with and not the others. Goku then finds a way to go ahead and settle who's going to fight the threat that's coming to Earth. So they all instant transmission up to the field and they pick radishes in order to see who's going to fight off against the villains. The one who picks the longest radish will be the winner. So everybody ends up picking radishes, and once they pick the radishes, Goten shows to pick the hugest radish, and Master Roshi picks this radish that's shaped like a woman. Master Roshi's great in this special. Anyway, and then Goten looks like he won, but then Trunks picks up a radish, and this radish, while it isn't the hugest, it is the longest. It's this odd radish that stretches all the way up to the end of the cliff. So Trunks ends up winning the radish picking contest, and he's the one that gets to fight the threat. Once they make it back to the area of the hotel, they end up seeing the two new threats that land with their space pods. It's revealed that these two are named Abba and Kato. As you can see, it's a joke. Abba-Kato. Yeah. Anyway, once they land, they were also shown to be as strong as the Ginyu Force, because those were Frieza's secondary Ginyu Force squad. But they've gotten a lot stronger since then, so they're both about as strong as Frieza was. They're not really sure if they meant Frieza first form, Frieza second form, Frieza final form, Frieza third form, or Frieza final form 100%. But we'll just leave that up to interpretation because it really doesn't matter. It's Frieza. So Trunks comes up and he's about to fight, and Goku's like, hey, maybe Goten should join since there's two of them. Vegeta says no, but then Goku just goes ahead and says, hey, Goten, Vegeta said you can do it. And Goten ends up joining the fight. Goku does a lot of this in the special, actually, tricking Vegeta, and I think it's pretty hilarious. Anyway, Goten and Trunks end up fighting off against Abba and Kato, and the two actually seem evenly matched, and it's a really good-looking fight. Abba and Kato then pull off this multi-form technique, which throws Goten and Trunks off for a while, but then Gohan ends up coaching them. And this is funny because once they end up getting coached, they end up getting a lot of good hits in, but Piccolo's coaching Gohan on coaching Goten and Trunks, which I thought was pretty funny. Anyway, once Goten and Trunks show to stand a bit of a chance against Abba and Kato result to doing a merge technique that fuses them together to make avocado. So now that they're avocado, they're much stronger than before, and they're beating Goten and Trunks' asses. So Goten and Trunks decide to go ahead and use the fusion technique. Once they use the fusion technique, they end up using a lot of other Z Warriors attacks. They start off by using Yamcha's Wolfang Fist, then they use Tien's Volleyball Fist attack, and then they even use Hercule's Rolling Dynamite Punch. And then that ends up looking like that's going to be the end of that. However, Avocado comes back and ends up using the Waha-Ha-Hole. Yeah, it's the weird-looking beam that spreads into a bunch of different beams. It's pretty cool. Anyway, they end up using that, and it causes destruction in the entire hotel. Then the Z Warriors go ahead and decide to get their clothes, their training fighting clothes, and go ahead and stop the destruction all around them. Piccolo ends up using Special Beam Cannon to deflect the first Wahaha. Then when the second Wahaha attack hits, it causes destruction, causing a lot of the hotel debris to start landing on the others. Thankfully, Krillin ends up using Destructo Disc to cut one in half. Yamcha freaking comes in. Yeah, I know, Yamcha comes in with a Spirit Ball and ends up destroying the debris using his Spirit Ball attack. And then, like, even Master Roshi's, like, saving some people. A bunch of women are, like, curdled in a ball. And Master Roshi ends up knocking the small rocks out of the way using his staff. So, yeah, it's just a fun time to see all the Z-Warriors putting in work to save everybody. And while this is all happening, Goku and Vegeta are about to go deliver the final blow to Abakado. However, Goku distracts Vegeta by pointing off something in the right, which there's nothing there. Then Goku takes the opportunity to use instant transmission, punch Abakado, or deflect the Wahaha beam with Kamehameha, and then firmly hand out Abakado's ass to him on a silver platter. Once that's all said and done, they all decide to head back to the banquet so that they can eat. The entire hotel is completely destroyed, and Hercule gets all upset. And then Videl says, alright, this is like chance for you to redeem yourself by building it back over again and not being so cocky about it. Because the original name for the hotel was called, I think it was called like Those Who Defeated Majin, or Those Who Helped Me Defeat Majin Buu Glorious Hotel or whatever. Anyway, Hercule decides to rebuild the hotel, but before all of that, they end up going back to the banquet. Everybody ends up eating food, and Vegeta gets pissed over Goku stealing his kill, and they all end up eating the food, and Goku ends up stealing Vegeta's sushi, which pisses him off, and then Vegeta ends up stealing Goku's pork, which pisses him off, and they end up in this big, like, argument, and they even turn Super Saiyan in the midst of the argument. They really made Vegeta and Goku, like, kiddish rivalry in this special, which I thought was pretty funny though. But after all of that, they all end up eating and chowing down, and all's well that ends well. And even Abakado have like changed size. They're good guys now, and they're eating like the radishes that they all picked from Goku's field. And yeah, all's well that ends well, and the special's basically over. Now, how do I feel about this special? It's a nice relaxer. Don't expect like a really big plot-heavy, action-packed Dragon Ball Z movie or whatever out of this, or a Dragon Ball Z epic battle. It's more or less a fun time with all of the Z Warriors. I think this was during the time where Dragon Ball Z wasn't really making much. This was long after the Majin Buu saga was basically over. Everything was finished, said, and done. At this point, like, this was just, hey, go all the Dragon Ball Z characters coming back to do a fun little animated special with all the cast here. Everybody's just chilling out, hanging out, having a good time. I mean, it was cool to see all the Z Warriors actually put in work, and everybody like had nice interaction and development and showed off their characters. One downside I want to say about this, I honestly wish that Goten and Trunks had been the ones to defeat Abba and Kato. Like, when Abba and Kato fused, they did fuse into Gotenks, but however, Gotenks didn't finish Abba-Kato off. I wish Gotenks had went Super Saiyan 3 and defeated Abba-Kato. I see no reason why that couldn't have happened. It just seemed like a big letdown to me in terms of, like, who should defeat the main villain. Goku ends up stealing the kill for this one, and I honestly wouldn't have minded if Vegeta and Goku had just beat Abba-Kato together if it came down to that. But other than that, it was cool. Oh, and there's also this fun little scene I missed out on. We can also get introduced to the other alien that came there with Tarbo. It's revealed her name's Guri, and she's revealed to be Tarbo's wife. So Vegeta just starts bowing in front of Guri, like all humble and honored and stuff. And Bulma and Chi-Chi have this moment where they whack Master Roshi, because Master Roshi says that the Saiyans marry some weird wives. And yeah, it's kind of funny. Master Roshi definitely was a highlight of this special too. He was fun. He was really fun in this special because, you know, he was good old Master Roshi. I like when he picked the radish that looked like the woman. But other than that, this was a fun special that utilized all of the Z Warriors and just got all the cast together. Don't expect a giant like thing for this. It was just a fun time with the Z Warriors. Would I recommend it? Definitely would, but like I said, don't expect a giant serious plot. This was just fun. And that's all I can really say for it. I'd only recommend this, however, if you've watched Dragon Ball Z before. Other than that, all these characters will seem very unfamiliar to you coming in at once after a huge, series of Dragon Ball Z. But that is the end for this special review. The next review we will be doing is Dragon Ball Z episode of Bardock. See you all then, everybody. Tyrone the God 3 out.